Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here. So just yesterday there was a patch for Apex Legends, of course, as you all may know, introducing duos. I made a video on that yesterday, giving my first impressions on the limited time mode. Today's video is going to be on the patch notes, so of course, as always, there'll be a link in the description to the full patch notes. There was actually a lot of things that have changed with the launch of this update for Apex Legends. So without further ado, let's get stuck right into this. So as I said earlier, of course, new limited time mode duos, so from November 5th until November 19th. They also added a firing range, which is a pretty big addition with this patch. So in the firing range, you can enter solo or with your squad. You can change legend at any time and use their ultimates and abilities. All loot items are available to play with, including weapons, attachments, hop-ups, armor, everything is there. Target dummies are also available to practice the headshots, and of course, they are listening for feedback for future improvements. Now, an idea that I'd have is to actually have the option to enable friendly fire when you're going there, when you're going in the firing range with a friend or multiple friends, to practice those 1v1 situations, 1v2 situations, practice hitting headshots while targets are moving and all these different things. I think it would be a great place to practice if you're into that type of stuff, as opposed to going into a live match, and it gives you the opportunity to try out all the different weapons without having to specifically look for them in the game. Anyways, I digress. I can make a complete video on that in the future. Next, weapon changes. So Wingman reduced the headshot multiplier from 2.15 to 2.1. They also changed the projectile collision, so they increased the projectile width on some weapons so they are easier to hit with. This change was actually given to the Triple Take in Season 2. And now to add to that list, shotguns, L-Star, snipers, notably the Longbow, Kraber, and G7 Scout. Quality of life. In an effort to surface easier challenges to players more often and offer a balanced set of challenges each day, daily challenge distribution has been adjusted so players are guaranteed to receive one easy, one medium, and one hard challenge. You can now spend legend tokens to re-roll daily challenges. Cost increases with each purchase before capping out at 1,000 legend tokens. First reroll 200, second reroll 500, and third or more reroll 1,000 legend tokens, and the cost resets every day. For people who play on a controller or on a console, you'll be happy with this one. You can now adjust the game cursor velocity in the settings. They also show you what music pack you have selected while dropping into the map. Improved flow from lobby to match that fixes some minor bugs and will hopefully get players into matches a bit faster. So they disabled the pre-game spawning of players before character selection. The waiting for players transition now shows the game world instead of a black screen, and removed the 5-second countdown that would start at the beginning of legend selection. Player will now be able to view the ammo types of their squad mates' equipped weapons when in the inventory menu, which is very useful. Controller, you can now open the equip wheel while holding down on the D-pad. You can still do it the old way, open ping menu and press Y. PC, quick chat binding should now auto bind to F1 if it isn't bound to anything, assuming nothing is already bound to F1. They also made a few interesting changes to ranked mode, so players will no longer receive a penalty for abandoning a match if they leave after 2.5 minutes have passed since their banner was picked up after dying. As a reminder, players will be warned via the menus if their leaving may trigger abandon penalties. If the warning does not show up, players are free to leave. So I imagine they implemented this because some people were more than likely trolling people that had died and picking up their banner and not reviving them, which can be incredibly frustrating. A couple of bug fixes. So fixed a bug where players would stay in place while the train keeps moving when reviving other players. Updated the layout of the minimap that was previously showing a route that doesn't exist. They fixed cases where players could drop into out-of-bounds areas without getting the timer. Fixed cases of some areas where players could take lava damage near the volcano when there isn't any lava. Fixed display issue with post-game where it would show you earning 2 battle pass levels for leveling up via stars. As for legends, crypto, EMP now will damage armor that players have dropped. So if you were skilled enough to open your menu when a crypto was about to pop his EMP to then drop your body armor, it's gonna damage it anyways. They also fixed a bug where Lifeline's drone couldn't heal crypto while he was in the drone. Fix for friendly caustic gas kicking crypto out of his drone, and Bangalore fixed bug where sometimes the missiles from Bangalore's ultimate would disappear after landing on the train. So These are the entirety of the patch notes. I went through the whole thing. There wasn't a lot of it, but there was a lot of good fixes in there. They also said that they're looking into weapon muzzle flash, which in my opinion is way too bright on certain weapons, especially something like the R99. So hopefully it'll come in a future update where they tone it down a little bit so it doesn't completely block your view. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on patch 3.1. Do you like the firing range? Do you like duos? Do you not like duos? Leave all that in the comment section down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.